Namaste children, I welcome you to science class, grade 6, unit 5, living world of animals. Last class we discussed about the lesson living world of animals completed, isn't it children? Yes, today we are going to recall the whole concept. So what are the topics we learned here? Biodiversity, biotic and abiotic community, habitat, unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms, adaptation in animals like fish, lizard, birds, camel, adaptive features of animals from different habitats. These all we learned, isn't it children? Yes. Now we are going to recap these all one by one. In this world, we have plants and animals. Isn't it children? Yes. These plants and animals are unique. So here we are going to learn about biodiversity. What is meant by bio? Life, that is living things. And diversity, it's a variety. So totally what we can say about biodiversity? The term biodiversity defined as variety and variability among living organisms and the habitats in which they live. Biodiversity includes biotic and abiotic community. Living things includes biotic components such as plants, animals, bacteria, fungus and protists. Non-living things form abiotic community such as water, soil, light, minerals and air. These living things like plants, animals, bacteria, fungus, these all can live in its own environment. That we called it as habitat. So, what is mean by habitat children? The natural home or environment of a plant, animal or other organism, that is called as habitat. Now, we are going to learn living organisms. Living things are made up of small units called cells. Yes. With the help of microscopic cells, all the functions and process can be done in our body, isn't it children? Yes, there are two types of organisms. One is unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. What is mean by unicellular organisms? Organisms that have only a single cell, that is called unicellular organisms, and organism consists of many cells, that is called as multicellular organisms. For example of unicellular organism as amoeba, bacteria, paramecium, and multicellular organisms as plants and animals. Here we can see amoeba, paramecium and euglena. All these three are unicellular organisms. All these swallows food from the water and food is digested in the food vacuole. So with the help of food vacuole, amoeba can be digested, and this contracal vacuole is helpful for excretion, and the finger-like structure, that is called pseudopods in amoeba. Then paramecium. In paramecium, there is a cilia. Can we see the cilia? With the help of cilia, it moves from place to place. And euglena. Euglena is also a unicellular animal which moves with the help of flagellum. Here. Can you differentiate unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms, children? Yes. Unicellular organisms made up of single cell, and here made up of many cells. Yes. Then the single cell of the organisms can perform all the function of life. Here division of labor exists among cells. That means different cells are specialized to perform different functions. So here unicellular organisms are generally very small in size. We can see with the help of microscope. They are mostly large in size. They lack tissues, organs and organ systems. We cannot see these all in unicellular organisms. Here in multicellular organisms, we can see tissues, organs and organ systems. Unicellular organisms growth occurs by an increase in the size of the cell. Here increase in the number of cells by cell division. For example of unicellular organisms, amoeba, paramecium and euglena. Here multicellular organisms example earthworms, fish, frogs, lizard and human beings. Each animal has special features that help it to live in its habitat. These features are called as adaptation. Here we are going to see the special features of fish. Fish lives in either freshwater or marine water. The special features of fish. The shape of the fish is streamlined body, right? It helps to move easily in water. Then it has breathing organ. Fish breathe through gills. That is a special organ for fish. It is adapted to breathe in water. Next, most of the fishes have slippery scales. Why? Because to protect its body. Fish has fins. Here we can see fins. With the help of fins, it can swim in water. Fish has strong tail to change its direction and keep its body balanced in water. Now we are going to see adaptation features of lizard. Lizards are scaly skinned reptiles and it has 4 legs, that is quadrupedal. And lizards can rotate the head around the head joint. How it breathes? Lizards breathe through lungs. What it eats? It eats variety of insects like mosquitoes and cockroaches. Do you know how the feet like dinosaur, right? Yes. Some lizards have webbing toes like dinosaurs. Next we are going to see birds. The special features of birds are birds have streamlined body covered with feathers. Yes. Birds have beak instead of mouth. How birds breathe? Birds breathe through lungs. Birds have hollow and light bones. The tail of the birds help to control the direction of the movements. Birds can see one object with one eye and another object with another eye. That we called it as binocular vision. Camel. The special features of camel. Camel is the sheep of the desert. Yes. The special features first we are going to see. It has a long legs. Isn't it, children? Yes. To walk easily on the desert. It drinks large amount of water and it stores in its body. It adapted to save water. Camel has hump to store fat. It has a large and flat padded feet to walk easily in the sand. Adaptive features of animals from different habitats. Here 4 animals have given. These 4 animals can live in the same habitat? No, different. So polar bear, where it lives? Polar region. How the body structure? It has a thick skin for protection and it has white fur. Penguin. What is the habitat of penguin? Polar bear. The adaptive features of penguin is paddle. It has a paddle to swim and walk with 2 legs. Mountain goat. Mountain goat usually lives on mountains. It has strong hooves for running, long hair to protect from cold. Lion. Where does the lion live? Lion lives in the forest. It is a strong and fast runner and it has sharp claws to catch prey. Today, we recollected the whole concept, the living world of animals. Isn't it, children? This is all we know, right? Yes. Home assignment. Today you have to complete lesson 5. This lesson, Living World of Animals lesson book exercise, you have to complete it. 1. Choose the correct answer. Multiple choice questions, true or false, and complete the following. Up to this, you have to complete it in your textbook. Thank you, children.